Hello and welcome back to part 15 of our Rogue Trader playthrough. Hope you had a good weekend. I certainly did. United beat City 2-0. Awesome, fantastic. Been a United fan all my life, essentially. Just a quick recap of what's happened in the last episode. We finished the quest Rot and dealt with the Anvil gang? That's the wrong one. It's the journal. And we also did the Underworld quest, where we figured out we had to figure out a puzzle due to a funeral. Found out that the guy's funeral, he was a pirate, and his servitor that he had was turned out to be a woman who tried to kill him years ago. So we killed everybody at the funeral, barring Chaplain Charlie, and inherited his inheritance, and we let the chaplain look after the servitor, dude, woman, person. So I think the only quest we've got left on what's it called? Footfall. There we go, Footfall. That's a free falling, wrong button again. Is Touch of Spirit and not the Hunt for Knowledge. Where I think it's that one, where the shadows and Hunger's Hand. No, that's to do with the feeding the station. Tattered Spirit. Yeah, I just went to the ship for that. Just exploring. And yeah, so I think my aim for this video really, I want to try and finish Footfall. There was another. Right, where is it? It's not a stray. Basically, I think there's a quest where we're gonna meet someone. So let's see where. So yeah, we've got the Heartless Void. That's it. Persona non grata in the Shadow Quarters. I think we should head there. So I will do that now, and I will meet you at Martyr's Endurance. Right, so we're at the Martyr's Endurance. I think we just need to have a quick look at the journal to see what it says. Let's untick that, see if anything. No, not that one. Is it under the rumours? No, contracts, no. Right, well we're gonna do the let's just get it back up there just to have a Persona non grata. It was showing last week, I remember seeing that, but anyway, I'm gonna have just a quick look around, just to see if I can find anything of note. Anything important, I will jump back in with you. Yeah, so I'm just going back to Rizzo. Obviously, when I was on doing the prison mission, we saved a guy, and by saving him, he was part of a group of pirates, and these are part of the pirates as well. So I have watched some videos on how to do the trading. So anything that's 100% can be sold. And I'm guessing, obviously, if I went to like the Astra Militarum or the Imperial Navy, they'd buy the melee weaponry and range weaponry and armor kit. So I want to try. So I would try and give them my actually she can hide. Wait, some trade or okay, that's so I can select all that. No, they can just they can have the jewelry. That's all they can have. I'd rather give the good guys Astra Militarum, the Imperial Navy. I'd rather give them all the weaponry and armor kits. So we then go to let's have a rogue trader's cloak. Can get a swashbuckler's coat. Bayoneted knife. I think I'll just do that. So yeah, I'm gonna keep looking around for. I think I know who I'm looking for. I think it's the person we met at the Lieges. When we met the Liege, I was talking to a character, and I think we are looking for that person. So again, I'm gonna have a quick peruse around, and anything important, I will jump back in and let you know what's going on.
Jai Hidari. Falco sends his regards.
And what does that unholy scion of a Grox and a Brahan want from me this time? Oh, wait, I don't really care. My sole plans for tonight are drowning my grief in a sea of Amasak.
We'll give you grief, all right. Get out!
Don't think so, Ashmag. And tell Falco to come himself next time.
Hidari, I am tired of your mess. Out! Get some sleep. We'll talk about settling up later.
Okti Shireen, light of my eyes. Can't you see my soul is full of sadness? Have you no heart at all? Let go of your material concerns and let me grieve in peace. Have we met somewhere before?
So this is who I was looking for. I went around the long way around looking for her, and she was near the main area of the entrance. She's in a bit of trouble.
Greetings, Shireen. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
I am rogue trader Seth von Valancius.
Von Valancius. My deepest, humblest regards, your lordship. I never would have imagined I'd be standing at the bar, in the Amasekus, next to an honest-to-God Emperor rogue trader.
Yep.
Jai Hidari at your service. Professional trader, shrewd commercial broker, and, Mayash, he steal my tongue if I'm lying, the most honest dealer on footfall. Nonetheless, we all have our problems, and at times even one's many merits aren't enough to solve them. Perhaps it would be no trouble for a person with your kind of power and standing to assist someone with my kind of predicament. I have heard a great deal about how open-minded the members of the von Valancius dynasty are, and Lady Theodora especially.
What kind of cargo was stolen from you?
Goods of incredible rarity, Shireen. But it's not just that. 24 of my people lost their lives in the impenetrable emptiness of the void to acquire them. I cannot leave their families with nothing.
Oh. Logic test succeeded. Ordinary smugglers do not dress so ostentatiously. Oh, that's how you spell that word. I've used it a few times, but I never knew how to spell it. So I've learned something new today. Ostentatiously. There we go. Or behave so brazenly, and they are unlike to spoil the mood of the League of Football. I can't say football there. With their mere appearance, this woman lost many people to obtain the rarest of goods. They're asking an upstanding citizen to be party into trafficking of Xeno artifacts. I should have you executed on the spot for suggesting your cargo is.
I
Yeah.
thought we were on the same page from the start, Shireen. Please accept my sincerest apologies if that is not the case, and allow me to explain myself. If I had told you directly, you would have become, shall we say, complicit. But since those illicit words did not escape my lips, you would hypothetically be agreeing merely to help me recapture a few containers. And if the Ajis suddenly decided to thwart our plans, then all the Void Dogs would be unleashed on me alone. My sincerest wish was to protect you from any unnecessary trouble, Shireen. I swear, by the Exalted One. Ask
Yeah.
as many as you wish, Shireen. Trust is the key to a successful endeavor.
What do you doubt
You see,
with?
Shireen, there's one cardinal rule on football. Anything goes as long as it doesn't get in the way of business. I'm someone who's been able to exploit that rule to the fullest. And in recent years, I've hit it so big, I've become a speck of sand in someone's green eye. They used to throw small wrenches into my dealings here and there. Well, now they've decided to really put their backs into it. Some rats stolen my cargo and dragged it off to the seediest part of the Shadow Quarters. A crummy place even for connoisseurs of footfall's unique atmosphere. When I asked the Leech for protection, we had a mutual misunderstanding. I believe Vladimir, in a most lamentable fashion, has forgotten his duties as guardian of the downtrodden and wronged. So I'm in desperate need of a new one. And you, Shireen, fit the bill perfectly. All I need is for you to drop by one dark corner of Footfall Shadow Quarters and pound it into the thieves' heads that taking Heydari's property carries certain risks.
And why would I want to do that? The Legion visit means the loss of potential ally. So Jay is encroaching on his turf. Yeah.
May the Exalted One bless you and
What's
your
the worst
progeny.
that can happen?
Then here's what we'll
Famous last
do. We
words.
shouldn't be seen together before we make it to the safe house. I'll head there first. I'll take my own special route so I won't be spotted. Right. Here, that's where those ashmags are keeping the stolen cargo. Out the bar, over the bridge, and to the left. There in the depths you'll find a small courtyard, through which you can get to the place. I'll be waiting nearby. You can come when it suits you,
So
but the
it's
sooner you
over
do,
the
the
bridge.
better.
To the left.
I'll see you
there'll
then,
be-
Shireen.
And the dead will find a small courtyard. Right. I vaguely know where they are, so I shall meet you there. Right, so I think I think it's this area here. Yeah, it is. I just assumed that I'd have to fight my way through there, which obviously isn't the case. So, apparently, in that battle, I didn't record. I did not record. Oh.
Shall become like fire.
Yeah, so basically we helped Jay get the cargo back. I started the fight by throwing a fire grenade and Argenta went down, they blew all the barrels up to get all the poison gas all over the bloody place. And I wasn't recording. I had it paused like a lemon. Absolute fucking tit. Oh. The physical payment for efforts. What we're just gonna literally press is kind of intended. I hope your wanted wisdom is worth. Oh, let's go. Most noble staff, I know to cancel eminent persons in this corner of the personal agent. I came here to remove from criminal circulation a shipment of distribution which has been banned in the lands of football. Horrendous Xeno heresy that has been fraudulently delivered to the bastion of the whole Imperium. I do not doubt for a moment, most noble Seth, that your presence here is my misunderstanding brought about by another's manipulation. It is too great a coincidence that the Legion's representatives should arrive. That's true, according to her rightful spoils. It seems that the guard reported the problems with the shipment over the box, and not just anyone but the Legion's personal agent, Vladimir. The shipment from the start and planned to take it for himself and go with Jay if he could. Behold the grubby and underhanded struggle between cold traders, and had it not been for your prompts, deal struck in the bar, might have succeeded. You're absolutely right, I have nothing to do with the shipment or the woman next to you. Jay Hidari, the owner of the cargo, is presently under my protection. Under a rogue trader's protection, tell your master that he should think twice while crossing her. 2 or 3. Let's go 2. Oh. I think I've just thrown the gauntlet down. Evans up on the toes of one of the most powerful people in the Empire. Well, I'm not that powerful just yet. Hard difficulties, but I never thought you'd want to clean me out and do away with me in some dark corner. At least not so soon. If you hadn't agreed to our deal, Shireen the gang would already be floating in orbit of another. Tell me the truth. This isn't my first year in Expanse, it's not my first year in Brindley either. I've sat at the negotiator table with all sorts, not just loot hunters or smugglers either, but with Xenos, one's intelligent enough to believe that mutual benefit was a better outcome of our meeting than mutual aid destruction. I know the Ecclesiarchy has to say about that, but speaking from the bottom of my heart, I know where the line is between an ordinary deal and a betrayal of humanity, and I never cross it. A principled rogue who can think on her feet and is not afraid of inhumanes. I like you more and more. I see nothing wrong with making a profit where it does no harm to oneself or the Imperium. I'm gonna say one or two. I chose one last. No, I chose. No, I chose one last time. Two. We think alike, Shireen. Well then, does this mean I can hope for more partnership to continue? A rogue trader could use someone with your talents and connections, Jay. I'd like to see you in my retinue. Yeah. Is it indeed your wish to let this heretic into your retinue? Allow me to carve a vow of service into her tongue. Let the pain prevent her from uttering the words of deceit and remind her of obedience. I shall need to add a few extra bits of blood that makes more garments. Not sulky more. Oh no no no. Oh. Flatterer, guess you know offer one of the big Oh, and one more thing. If you're interested in a rather lucrative offer, one that can give the vulnerabilities particular leg up, I'd say now isn't the time to be thinking about such things, but once you get back to your ship, perhaps you could spare a minute to Shireen.
Martyrdom is a reward.
Let's keep the party I've got. So that's done. Obviously, I'm just gonna do a quick tidy up and get all the loot, and I think I'll meet you back at the ship. Right, so we're near where the ship is. Let's go and speak to Opticon 22 and see what else he has on offer. If I can sell some more stuff to him. There he is. Let's make reputation. So again, he wants. Oh, let's do provision. No, let's keep provisions. We do like that. Let's do no miscellaneous trade. So I'm now level 8 with that faction. So I think, yeah, that's that. So it's yeah, these are the refugees. I spoke to them. I think that's that. But I think we can go back to the ship now. Remember? Oh, is it? Lord Captain, welcome back, Inquisitor. Interrogator. That's our first often not a bit of a habit of leaving trail, but I thank you for your concern. Greetings, Interrogator. To what away all the pleasure of this latest visit. Only to our mutual duty to humanity. It is the duty that duty that demands that I disturb your peace once more. Awesome. I'll then contact my mentor and report the tragic events that transpired on Raked Minoris. I also received some information from my agent regarding the movements and actions of anything, including the Xenos that we're assuming were involved in the theft of a star. Oh yeah, the Dark Eldar, that Drukari stole the sun in the Raked Minoris star system, so we're trying to find that star again. According to the findings, the threat now hangs over the other world. This time, the old Lord Captain. Awesome. By the order of Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calcius, whose duty is to stand sentinel over the correspondence, the rogue trader of House of Valencius is to take on board the agent of the Most Holy Inquisition and provide escort support in deeds, great and small, to serve and to safeguard the territories of Imperium against its enemies. This decree is effective immediately upon the announcement and remains in effect until decided otherwise by his this tone of verbiage you've just done was, yeah, translates. Lord Inquisitor has deemed that my presence aboard your ship and your retinue would be significantly more beneficial. I can't really say no, can I? Because of the disease, which including the cult of the final dawn, in my absence, situation of correspondence has changed. I have received an exclusive report from my agents. This heresy has taken root in the region where the Pompushers would lie. You probably already know about the fate of the industrial world of Kiara Gamma. If not, then I will share the details. I know, but not here. Better to talk on board where we will not be overheard. Yeah, I welcome him. If the duty has brought you aboard the rogue trader ship once more, then such is the Emperor's will. Welcome back, Interrogator. Thank you, sister. It's an honor to be traveling with one of the blessed. I will make every effort, Lady Arthelael. I must also deliver this to you. Pulls out a sealed letter. The Lord Inquisitor specified that the contents of the envelope are for your eyes only. I ask you to read it as soon as you have the time. Let's get on the ship. Well, I don't need to do anything really because I'm going back to the ship anyway, so I think we're finished with footfall. Right. Well, Captain, the inspection of the ship's systems is complete. Tech bridge reporting the machine spirits are calm and testify that everything is ready for onward travel except there is an issue you must be aware of. I've been studying the records left by the vessel's previous navigator. I wanted to double check the route to Diagonus and discovered that it does not match the one recorded in the atlas. It is more than a minor warp fluctuation. The route has been wiped out. It can no longer be used for travelling To make matters worse, I started checking past from the atlas one after the other, and saw the same thing everywhere. The warp is roiling with an ominous storm, bursting with vivid and screaming colours. It would not hinder our movement, but all previous knowledge is now utterly useless. Warp storms are our enemies, just like heretics and demons. It's a shame they can't be dispersed with a flamer or bolter. I concur. Now we can be certain that problems with astropathic communication and constances. There's a warp disturbance on your way. Lord Captain, it is following messages and disrupting familiar routes. This means you need to locate the key worlds of the Vandal Astropathic as soon as possible. I am talking about Janus, Dargonus, and Kiava Gamma. Charting new routes so they can be reached and restoring control will be the next step. Right, tell me about Janus, please, good sir. Service of Janus is also extended so the planet could be designed and designated an agri-world. It is a powerful food base capable of supplying the burgeoning potential and exporting provisions to the outer world. At the same time, Janus owes much of its prosperity to the governor house of Fiat. Under the leadership, the world has grown ever more prosperous, year after year, securing shipments and taxes while keeping the workforce tightly controlled. Okay. Tell me about Kiava Gamma. Kiava Gamma is being managed by the Governor House and supplies with raw mineral resources, additional planet features, it enters Mechanicus Manufactorium that processes materials and prepares them for shipment. I testify that Kiva Gamma is a world marked by the omniscience patronage by his grace. The manufactorums of the colony are inhabited by committed and industrious machine spirits. Mistress Tolman neglected to mention that the Kiva Gamma manufactorium also supplies heavy machinery from forage harvesters to vessel systems and components. You display commendable knowledge of our world's manufacturing capability, Bad Colossus. Pleased to be of service. Tell me about Dargonus, please, good sir. Is the heart and soul of your territory. It is where the main resources are stored, facilitates are. So, the Vandalish Palace, if you would like to know where you will publicly accept the title of Rogue Trader, Dragonus is a major administrative hub that runs the cargo fleet and keeps track of finances. I'm going to ask Abelgard where to go, but I'm already thinking of where I want to go, so I want to see what he suggests, because obviously he is my right hand man. Service can do without substance importance of basic supplies. So just look at football. Right, so he's with well, now you don't make things fucking easy, do you? Very well, the course is clear. Do my officers have any other issues? Right. That is all, Lord Captain. Cool. I think it's just time to have a Well, the Argenta wanted to speak to me, so I'll go speak to Argenta. See what she has to say. I may just... no, it could be something new. It's part of
Greetings.
I am waiting for you to tell me about your past and to explain the strange words. Babble.
Yes, I'm ready. I would ask only one thing of you, Rogue Trader. If I may, I would like to see the chamber of the Sacred Warrant and kneel before the relic touched by the Emperor himself. A difficult conversation lies ahead of us, and I wish to pray by the relic before I lay my soul bare.
Yeah, why not? If thou seest to floor in me, smite me. If thou knowest a fall of mine, burn me with flames of fury and righteousness. But if thou seest a light in me, grace me. If thou hearest this plea of mine, bless me. My wrath of fury and of righteousness. For I breathe by the will of the earth of fine. For I live by the law of fine. I carry thy word, O Emperor. I bring solace on servants of fine. And ruin to foes of fine, a fate of terror and righteousness. Rogue Trader, we need to talk around. I need to tell you something, the truth about how I ended up Theodora on Avalanche's ship and about the cultists we encountered on Footfall. I'm listening. Please understand I couldn't trust you before. I'll tell you my story and you'll see why. I'll start at the beginning. It's easier to piece everything together that way. Upon arriving at Expanse on Footfall, I found no purpose here, only torment, and it wasn't needed. The reliquary I had been assigned to safeguard was already well protected by Reverend Hieronymus' mission, and no one was even trying to defile it. For all its lawlessness, Footfall respects the worship of the Emperor. That was when Lady Theodora, head of your dynasty, appeared. She became an agent of divine will in the way. It was from her that I learned about a planet recently discovered by her scouts at the Salis Prime. For Rogue Trader, the planet was little interest, a feral world away from convenient warp routes, but for me, learning about its existence was a revelation. Continue. Discussion of Salis Prime was familiar to me. It seems very similar to a world of an ancient legend, the legend of Saint Argenta and her ship. Argenta, the living saint, she is my patroness. The order named me after her. She died a millennia ago when heretics caused her ship to fall from the skies. But even those blasphemers couldn't not touch Argenta's ashes or her holy relic, the one star for the fallen ship, which now served as the resting place for the saint's remains, would only allow the truly righteous to enter. All others would meet their death. Imagine what I felt when this flash of insight came upon me. The world where Saint Argenta's ship fell was merely a vague legend. No one knew its actual whereabouts, and suddenly I, myself, named after the saint, came across this information. I realized at that moment that it was important and that I must journey to the planet and find the ship, and so asked Reverend Hieronymus to let me go for a time on personal pilgrimage aboard Theodora's ship and demanded passage to the discovered planet Salis Prime. You mentioned something called the One Star. What is it? So the One Star is a relic kept by San Agenta. I belong to Ordo Pronatus, and we attach particular significance to our relics. The One Star is one of the lost relics of the past, so mysterious that no one even knows what it exactly is. Agenta's times calls it a banner, or a set of armour, or a blessed chainsaw. One thing is certain, it was a beacon of righteousness, and it was lost with Agenta's death. Why'd you keep it a secret? Really was a pilgrimage. It was as if Saint Agenta herself had shown me. This was not such a destiny. Very demanding me to undertake this trial. If I had found the ship and set foot on its decks, if I had laid my hand on her remains and the relic, it would have been a sign that I truly had been blessed with the saint's favour. Your actions were driven by hubris. That's understandable. Such a destiny by your place in the world is a special matter, a personal one. You either exceeded or you don't. Let's go with that one. Oh. Maybe I chose the wrong option. What happens next? What I didn't expect was an ambush waiting for us on the planet. I landed small by Fedora. These are linked in the same chain. What if they've long since infiltrated the ranks of Pompous servants? What if I led those heretics to the sacred planet with my search? Only to blame yourself. The heretics really wormed their way into those ranks by then. They would have found the planet even without you going there. That's why you didn't trust me before, correct. I saw with my own eyes how a member of a family showed his true colours of a servant of the arch enemy. I'd already suffered a humiliating defeat at the hands of cultists and was afraid. In a betrayal I couldn't go far right with you, and so I studied you, looking to see the corruption or light of righteousness. Yes, I rushed to the dark moment. Right, let's try and find the planet again. In any event, the route was lost. All no knowledge of it died at the attack of the ship. With your navigator, but now we have a new lead. The data that we collect cultists shrine of football. I don't care what that reprobate said. Everything. Yes, sounds exciting. So be a rogue trader, as I stand here before you, the embodiment of the Emperor's will, marked by his own hand. I vow that I will relent, or not relent, until his holy relic has returned, and the heretic is punished. May be light, and may the light be on us with this path. I wish they'd have the fucking. I don't mind talking, like reading the what the people are saying, but if it's gonna make a long-winded conversation like that, then it should really give you the I don't know what the hell it's meant, like they should use the voice actors. It's not you I'm looking for. I know who I'm looking for. I've just forgot what his name is. Let's have a word with Cassia, see what else she has to say.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations. You wish to know about me? I suppose I can help you with that. What would you like to know? You will hear no objection from... as the only voice of our family on this... You are shrewd indeed. My ancestor charted that route while fleeing the enemies of humanity. They say the Emperor himself was his guide, because the warp expelled their vessel without a single loss. Unfortunately, the lips of those who relate this tale seep with disgusting green hubris. I think Kalain Orselio was simply a skilled navigator. Just as a rogue trader stands at the head of a protectorate, a Novator heads a navigator house. It is the Novator who decides where to look for alliances and which path their bloodline is destined to tread. As for our house, the transfer of power to a successor is currently underway. In the meantime, Great Regent Auronto Orselio is ensuring the stability of the house. Oh, yes. The navigators of the house came to the Coronis Expanse fairly recently, a mere 208 years ago. Before that, our ancestors expanded the borders of humankind's dominion for the glory of the Emperor, blazing trails to different corners of the galaxy. By all means. I have enjoyed your company.
Right, so let's try and find the miserable gate. Oh yeah, let's have a look at this letter off the that. Let me first express my condolences to death by the Theodora. Nevertheless, I was delighted to learn the warrant of Rogue Trader has been passed to a worthy and promising. These words are not hollow compliments, but rather the Inquisitor's official opinion of your person. As fate would have it, you have taken the reins of the Bon Balancia's dynasty in an hour of most dire when grim portents of dark events to come are surfacing throughout the Cosmos Expanse. I have been duty bound to become the first sentinel who sees the approaching threat, and I hereby alert you that it is indeed coming. Our loyalty and resolve will be tested. People such as you and I will become pillars that will unite the Emperor's frightened children and inspire them to fight back. So that's the letter off the interrogator. I don't want to turn that on. I'm looking. Where are you? Ah, there you are. Yo. Following the problem services, what happened? You see, your lordship, the ship's services have been malfunctioning completely. They violate protocols, interrupt their tasks, observe crew members for long periods of time, and move erratically with no meaning or purpose. If you wish to preserve the service's unusual behaviour before you decide the fate, this can be arranged. I'll take a look at these services. Yeah, go on. Yeah, let's bring Pascal. When his lordship arrived at the scene, he found the servitors in the same position that they assumed after they had been corralled into the bay, also running along the sparring line, facing the centre of the strange formation. At the moment, his lordship crossed what is jets? Their bodies jets, all as if obeying command. The servitors turned to face the Lord Captain. Just as seeing the defective units even reach their weapons, but when the servitors weren't still and just abruptly staring at his lordship with vacant eyes. All present held their breath, disturbed by their sight, and waited for our captain to speak. His lordship, Seth von Valantius. Waved his hand, servitors just repeated the gesture. As well, and like it was returned to the cliff. What the Lord Captain did, be it an incline of the head or a wave. Flash driving to right here. Shaken turn behind his proposed that the human souls would awaken within the services bodies after a long slumber deep within their bottomized brains. Formerly bereft of intelligence, they had attained awareness, feeling, and understanding. After a pile of time was added that the services used to function properly, no one had been able to explain. Now present held his breath, disturbed by the sight. We awaited back at the space warships. Let's demand a report. Winded and data report. Sunrise and single key point. Despite the services' abnormal behaviour, they were still quickly carrying out tasks in their fortunes. Right. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm gonna leave him to work. I do want to speak to you. That's fine. I want to know more about people who buy our plunder. That's not what I'm looking for. Yeah. Reputation. Oh. Why doesn't the Imperial Navy want my... Don't want any of that. None of that. Reputation. I really made trading a lot harder than what it needed to be. So I've sent... Right, so I'll need to... Oh! I've... Oh, I need to speak to that dude. Right. We are once more within reach of the yeah. It's important, I get it, but... We let's give them a try. Right. There we go.
Thank you for responding to my request, Rogue Trader. I'm here on the orders of Marshal Strax to ask for your help. We are in pursuit of a TIE thief. We must board the thief ship, execute the heretic for his crimes, and return the sacred tribute to the protection of the Adeptus Arbites. The reward for your assistance in this matter will be the thief's frigate, the Heartless, which we will capture in the course of the mission.
Oh, it is nice to see you.
Later, speak! Not every cybermastiff receives a personal greeting from a rogue trader. Such an honor warrants a response.
Why have you approached me and not went to scale?
I did, and I was rebuffed. As Rogue Trader Winterscale rightly pointed out, from the moment of the tithes collection, responsibility for it transfers to the Adeptus Arbites. He also noted that the loss of a world is not an inconsiderable detriment to his protectorate, and he has no intention of expending resources to recover something that no longer belongs to him. Under similar circumstances in the past, our arrangement would have obliged us to turn to Lady Theodora. She was a key figure in supporting the Lex Imperialis in the Coronis Expanse. It is not for me to judge the Emperor's anointed, not least when I cannot fault his reasoning.
I will help.
Captain Sargona and his flagship, the Heartless, are concealed in Mundus Nullius. The exact location can only be determined with your ship's augurs when we enter the system. The Heartless is escorted by a small flotilla. You'll need to neutralize it in order to capture the frigate. Our BT strike teams will land on the upper deck, while your boarding party handles the remaining bays. My squad of arbitrators will take on the most difficult and dangerous part of the operation. The ultimate goal is to capture the captain's bridge and interrogate and execute Sargona. The task is relatively simple. Kill all enemies we encounter and not let them kill us. Sargona must be taken alive for questioning, but I and my team will handle that. There is one other thing.
What is that, my friend?
The following call signs will be used for Vox communication during the mission. You will be RT1, and I will be DX1. I also request you use our BT sign language throughout. Non-verbal commands are faster than speaking, and will allow us to catch our target unawares. Here is a short list.
You have a deal.
Good. Do you have any further questions?
No more.
Acknowledged. Sargona is already dead. He just doesn't know it yet.
So, that's football finished.
It's about time.
Definite now. So, right, so as I said, we're going to leave it there for today. I think we've done quite a fair bit. We've finished footfall. We have a plan, destination in mind. Yes, we have a planned destination in mind. Try and figure out how to get to the world map. Station airlocks have been sealed from inside of us. Yeah, that's fine. So, no, that's not it. Let's close that. Edit. So we are. Right. Winter Scales Realm. Yeah, I think we. No, I was gonna go to. Can you not zoom out? Yeah, I was gonna go. Chart new points. Starting scanning could not reveal a route to the system, but you can still get the appointments. Oh, okay. So I need to. Right, we're gonna. I'm gonna. No, I'm gonna leave that. Right, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Obviously, the aim for today was to actually finish Footfall, which we've done. We've got a couple more quests to do, pick up. That navigation seems I need to spend more time, and obviously this is over an hour already. At the time of recording, when I'm editing it, I'll probably make it as short as possible. That reminds me, obviously I speed up the battles. Does that actually make things any better? Is it easier for you to watch? Do you actually like me doing that? Don't to keep the full battle sections intact where I don't speed them up in just normal playthrough? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed it, please do give a thumbs up. Again, do subscribe if not subscribed already. My aim for this year is to get to 100 subscribers. I know it sounds like not a lot, but at the minute it's a lot in my eyes, and me to take baby steps to grow. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, please do thumbs up, like it, subscribe. It helps the channel, it helps the algorithm. I'll see you next time. Okay, thanks, bye.